Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Today's question was suggested by a viewer. Thanks to League's Man of Ramsgate for this one. Amy uses Hazel's Brewmaster to exile Wall of Roots. Can she put a -0/-1 counter on a food to activate this ability? Would there be any limit to the number of turns that she could activate this ability this way? The answer to the first part of this question is that she can activate this ability. It might be a little bit weird for something that doesn't have a power or a toughness to have a -0/-1 counter on it, but it's not against the rules. You can put any counter on any permanent, even if that counter is meaningless or irrelevant for any of the permanent's current types. Another application of this fact was seen in my video on Imposter Mech and Gideon the Oathsworn, where I noted that if another permanent somehow manages to acquire a Planeswalker's loyalty ability, it is still possible to activate it, even if that would involve putting loyalty counters on a non-Planeswalker. Regarding the second part of this question, we all know that normally there's a 5-time cap on how much you can use Wall of Roots' ability, but that comes from the state-based action that applies to creatures with 0 or less toughness, not from anything inherent to the ability itself. A non-creature permanent has neither power nor toughness, so that state-based action will do absolutely nothing in the situation described in the original problem statement. Of course, if some effect were to turn Amy's food into a creature, the -0/-1 counters on it would function normally. But unless that happens, Amy can use this ability as many times as she likes. The once per turn cap is a little bit sad though, and no, you can't activate this ability in between turns anymore to get around this. But what you could do is maybe try a different card, like this Devoted Druid here. Let's observe that both the untapping and the adding mana are activated abilities, so the food token would get both of them. As we noted before, there's no downside to your food accumulating a big pile of -1/-1 counters, so there's no limit to the number of mana that you could generate by untapping it over and over again. If you're in the mood for something a little bit more exotic, this combo also allows you to put an unbounded number of counters on a permanent that you control, so you could use something like this All Will Be One to win the game. Pretty cool, right? And that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again next time for another daily ruling. Until then, I hope you have a great day.